BuzzFeed was interesting to us. We've been reticent historically about announcing partnerships with media vendors. We've done many on the data side with Twitter and with Facebook and others, but that's very specific. The BuzzFeed one is different. I'm not the first person to observe that the future of our business lies at the intersection of creativity, media, and technology. And it's clear to us that BuzzFeed, of all the platforms, has exploited this as well as any other. Unlike Facebook, BuzzFeed is a creator of content. Unlike Facebook, BuzzFeed distributes that content across many platforms other than its own. And unlike any other media vendor, they have a very complete, thoughtful, and sincere approach to off-platform distribution. They also have an exciting creative approach led by Zay Frank and the BuzzFeed Motion Pictures team in LA to creating video assets very, very specifically for their platform and for all of the other platforms. And most importantly, have the data asset in this thing called Pound, which is their data platform, that looks at the downstream cascade of data so you can observe if something starts on Snapchat, what happens when it gets pushed onto Twitter, when it starts on YouTube, what happens when it gets shared on Facebook and so forth. And it's our view, because we're fascinated for advertisers both in the manufacturing of content and its distribution, that BuzzFeed has some unique insights for doing that. We've taken it a step further this time, and we've agreed with BuzzFeed what we're calling a creative residency, where WPP creative agencies will actually be able to implant people with Zay Frank's team in LA and with the team in New York to solve specific client communication problems and work with the editorial as well as the brand creative teams to create new assets for our clients. And we think that represents a super exciting opportunity. It came out of a lunch with Jonah Peretti, the founder and the CEO, and Greg Coleman, his president, when we observed between us that people lack patience when they were thinking about digital marketing and often took a relatively shotgun approach and see what stuck. We were also frustrated to an extent by the restriction of media briefing to single brands and single campaigns when the serendipitous nature of the web and the serendipitous nature of viral content suited portfolios more than it suited individual brands. And it was out of that conversation and the desire to find the basis for a continuous dialogue between our companies that would surface opportunities that we struck this deal. There's no binding guarantees of money. We've got a target which they would love us to hit to continue getting this special service, and we'd like to hit it too because it means we were all getting it right. But we're excited about it, and we think BuzzFeed will be a big growth partner with us because of it.
Great, and how do you visualize, or what might be client activations? Is it early to say what that might look like?
No, not at all. I can easily see a situation where we take one of our creative agencies and a media team into the BuzzFeed studios to resolve a particular brand problem. The brand problem will focus on the territories that that brand can occupy. And of course, there'll be territories that are ones that are most likely to drive social sharing. With our creative people and BuzzFeed's creative people, we'll execute for multiple channels, whether it's longer form for YouTube or extremely short form for Snapchat and everything in between. And we'll work together using the Pound platform to work out a media distribution plan and then monitor that in as close to real time as is practical and see the degree to which we can optimize that and move the content around different channels. We're very keen with all of our clients that each time we do it with a brand, we want to make that outcome incredibly visible to all of the stakeholders in the client's company across their portfolio so that we can learn at a portfolio level, not just at a brand or campaign level.